So these little lantern bowls, they just in the way. Okay, so I'm gonna do a pick a card reading, and I was gonna use this one specific deck, and like, soon as I opened the box, the cards flew out, and I picked the cards up. It was like perfectly like four cards. Not this one. Put this one to the side. It wasn't that deck. But it was it was four cards that flew out, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use these as like your choice to choose between which deck would be for you, or which pile would be for you rather. So I have four messenger cards. You can kind of use your discernment. I wouldn't think about a specific person, even if, let's say, hypothetically, that is your person, later on, like if it's meant to be, it'll happen. But if it's not that specific person you have in mind, like try not to think about a specific person. Just tap into the energy of, spirit, Holy Spirit, divine spirit, God, source. Who is my divine counterpart? Which energy resonates the most with who my person is. Even if I think I know who the person is, or I don't even know a person at all, I just want to tap into the right energy. Like, so that alleviates confusion. This is the reason why I'm doing this video, just as a disclaimer, and I would not skip this part if you guys watch this later on. Hey, sis. God rising. Siri, ain't nobody call you. She, Siri's like, hey, I didn't call you. You don't even answer when I call. You don't come at the right time, Siri. You never do. Anyway, so yeah. So I did this is the reason why I'm doing it, because I want to be able to at least help people as much as I can to get the clarity they need. And I feel like one of the ways to do that is to break free, like to get the clarity of the confirmation of revelation. But before you could do that, you have to be open to the truth. So if you're fixated on a specific outcome or a specific person only, and you're not allowing spirit to work with you to even confirm that person or whether they are or they aren't, you're just going to keep yourself in this loop of confusion. So this is the whole reason why I'm doing this. Okay. Right. Siri was like trying to, like, anybody call you? Like, come on, sis. Like, when I be asking her to play songs for me or Google this, Google that, she don't be listening. So, but she listening now. Anyway, it's like Megan vibes. What's it called? That movie, Megan? Crazy shit. Okay, so I have four piles for you guys to choose from. Pile one, your option is your body is a piece of art and your soul is a piece of heaven. Is your option if this is your pile, if that resonates with you. Pile two, your option would be your beauty is so captivating. I think I forgot to blink. What the hell? Not I forgot to blink. Okay. Pile three, even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. Okay. Pile four, I'm so grateful I met you. Are you sure you're real? Okay. So I'm going to give you guys like a moment to meditate on the card that may resonate, and then we'll go ahead and start the reading. We'll go ahead and start. So I'm going to read the cards again. So pile one, your choice is your body is a piece of art and your soul is a piece of heaven. Pile two, your beauty is so captivating that I forgot to blink. Pile three, even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. And pile four, I'm so grateful I met you. Are you sure you are even real? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a moment and I'm just going to put the cards away for now. I'm going to leave card one out, of course, because that's going to be a card that we need. And then we'll get into who is your person. And I have my classic cards with me. I got my big ass oracle cards with me. So, hey, I'm so excited about my I'm going to use my big ass oracles. I have not used them in a long time. I feel like, when's the last time I used them? Okay. All right, pile number one, let's get it. So You chose the card, your body is a piece of art and your soul is a piece of heaven. So let's see who your divine counterpart is. I'm going to use my big ass oracle cards first. Let's get a backstory. Well, first, let me pull. I'm gonna pull one from this deck. I might pull it again at the end, just to see. Okay. Yeah, there could be some karmic lessons. You had the karmic is still at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, some of you guys could have like some karmic lessons that you guys are completing or have been working through. Um, okay, for quite some time with the years at the bottom of the deck. Some of this is like triggers. You might be working through a lot of triggers, or your divine counterpart triggers you or will trigger you if you've never met your person yet. They could trigger you, or you could just be dealing with triggers before you meet them to heal. So you have selfishness and ego. So the triggers for you could be selfish people, people that are egotistical, self-centered. So you might attract a lot of people that are, users, energy vampires, narcissistic, type of energies. Your person could also deal with the same thing. Let's see, what is the energy surrounding pile number one's divine counterpart energy, their connection, whether they know the person or not, Holy Spirit. And I'm not going to focus too much on physicality unless it's like something really specific, like, oh, this person has a birthmark right here or something like that, like something really specific. Then I'll focus on that, because I feel like we look too much on the external will, because it's all about divine connections, are all about the energy, the essence and the spirit, the soul of a person. So you want to recognize the person by the energy and by the way that they treat you, by the way that the connection flows, not so much on what they look like off bat. Like, yeah, you're going to be attracted to a person, but spirit is saying the soul. That's how you know your person. When you know yourself, or you know yourself to a degree, your soul, your energy, your vibration, who you are, what energy you carry, you'll be able to identify people that resonate with that. You'll be able to identify your person as well, like, because no one else is going to be able to match your energy quite that way. It's like a divine complement to your being. So yeah, I'm not going to focus too much on physicality. Pile number one, what's the energy? Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Two of Swords. You're going to think this is too good to be true. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Like, whether you are a male or a female, you're going to be going back and forth in your head. Is this real? Is this too good to be true? Okay. And I feel like this is two people that are independent, two people that like, doing things on their own, doesn't mind going out to dinner by themselves. Maybe someone that lives alone. Maybe you've been single for like a long time, maybe some years, or your person as well, maybe, or just even if you guys dated in between that time, you haven't gotten into a relationship, like a serious connection. So I do get this feeling like, okay, is this going to be something that's too good to be true? It's because it's so abundant. When you think about the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, it's like energy of abundance and blessings and gifts. And it might feel like that. Like, this feels like this is the thing that was missing. And not that you feel incomplete, like you're not a whole being without a person, like in a codependent or desperate energy. What's happening? It's not like a desperate feeling, but it will be this feeling like, okay, this is I felt like there was something that was missing, or maybe even kind of lacking. And this person is coming in. Okay, Ten of Swords, Strength. Yeah, it's because of the pain that you've endured, specifically the hurt the betrayal that you've experienced in your life and people that have let you down, but you've grown from that, or you are growing from that. You're finding your inner strength. You're finding your inner power outside of this. Maybe you gave your power away to a lot of people. Um, and so when this person comes in, it's just going to be this feeling of security and safety and like everything laid out on the table for you. Maybe this person will be very transparent, which I hope that they will be, but someone that's very transparent and honest and upfront with their intentions with you and how they feel. This person could be all about their feelings, or this person, if they're a feminine energy, they could be very grounded, very sure of themselves. Very content, very down to earth. Masculine energy, I feel like they will be very emotionally open, very emotionally free. I'm also getting like this cheerful energy, like a good vibe, good energy from them. Some of you guys could be a Virgo and Venus. Your Venus sign is a Virgo. Someone could have a Pisces moon or a sun, a Libra moon. Uh, could also be a Gemini moon. Leo energy too is here, but it doesn't have to be. These are the only signs. So let's see what else here. Where is the energy? Romance. Yeah, this person is going to like romance you. You're going to romance each other. Flowers. Like someone might have a love or appreciation for flowers. That someone's love language is gifting the other with flowers. I'm just getting like the key, like the whole thing to this connection is harmony, harmonious energy. You guys might feel like a spark in your purpose with this Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This connection could spark your purpose or you to want to, like, what is life? What is the meaning really of life? Or what do I really want to do or have or be? Or you might redefine that meaning for you. Like this person does that for you, like redefines the purpose and the reason. And you for them. Okay, there's this energy, like I said, when you guys meet, it's going to feel like completion. You have two nines. So it's going to feel like something complete, like a puzzle piece coming together. Who is this person? Who is this person? Pile number one's divine counterpart. Can you please give me some details? Some of it may be for you. Some of it may be for another person watching. It may not be all at once for everybody. Just use your discernment, of course. So just keep up in mind. The horse, okay? So they could be the Chinese zodiac of the horse. Or something significant with these dates. 2026. I know that might seem like a long way from now, but that could be significant. Or something might happen. Like you guys could, you know, I don't know, maybe a milestone you guys hit. Maybe you have your first child in 2026, or you get married in 2026, something like that. So this person, the dates you have is 1942, 1954, 1966, 1978. Ooh, my eyes. 1978, yeah, 1990, 2002, 2014, and 2026 could be significant. Okay, so this person is someone that is loyal, courageous. They are an ambitious person. They're intelligent. They're very high energy, adventurous, playful, but they have a strong sense of self and character. They're able to adapt and they're very loyal. Okay, so this could be the feminine energy. Okay, masculine energy is at the bottom of the deck. Let's see, I'm just Scorpio. So this person could have Scorpio in their chart. Or there could be something with Scorpio season that is significant. So anytime between October 23rd through November 22nd could be significant. Yeah, and I feel like that's where the romance energy comes in. So if this is like a connection where you guys met during Scorpio season, I'll never forget this post I ran across. It was like the dopest thing I ever heard in my life, or one of the dopest things I ever heard coming to in relation to astrology. So it was this article, and I think I posted it like years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. But it was a article about marriages and like people that get married. Like it depends on like where a couple chooses their wedding. Some people might do this strategically, like I want to get married during such and such season. the most popular seasons to get married is like for most people is like around spring, spring, summer energy, and then fall, right? Those are the most typically the most popular years to get married, or time of the years to get married. So they were talking about like if you get married during, let's say, Scorpio season was one of them, and if a person or a couple chooses or decides, usually that union, like astrologically, it would be a relationship that they've gone through some really tough stuff together. That this would be like a couple that may have gone through a lot of milestones, trials, and tribulations in their connection that you'll see get married during a Scorpio season versus maybe like um, I don't know, like a couple that gets married, let's say during Taurus season. Taurus season could be like luxury and money and abundance. Like the wedding might be really, really extravagant or those placements. But I thought that was very interesting. So you guys could be literally like a couple that has a wedding where it really it's like if you look at the couple, it's like that they've really like their connection has been tested. It has been tried and tested by timing. It has been tried and tested by maybe circumstances or people, places. I want to ask my good friend. I want to ask her this. I'm gonna ask her, when did her and her husband get married? I'm trying to remember if she even told me when they got married. I don't know. I'm gonna ask her because I want to see what zodiac sign did they get married in, like the time. But yeah, so this could be one of those connections, and like you guys have been through a lot. The shadow side to this connection, if you guys, kind of have to work through your wounds still in your relationship because no connection is perfect. And I'll say this, like some connections need healing when they come together. Like two are better than one anyway. And I'll never forget this one woman. I love watching her. She's like, she has a prophetic channel. She's like a minister and a prophetic voice, what have you. And she was telling the story about her and her husband. And she was talking to another woman on her live, like they were like live together or whatever. And she said that the most deliverance or healing that a couple will ever have is in marriage. So your healing, like you can do all that just between you, source, God, and your spiritual team. But with your partner, it's even more profound healing in some cases, like, so it's not that you have to be this perfect person, but you just have to be willing to grow, be willing to evolve, be willing to be a healthy, happy, whole person, not leaning upon someone else or just bringing your toxicity and thinking that you can just jump, or your person just thinking they can just dump all that onto you. It's not how it works. So this connection in the shadow self be like some secretive energy where someone doesn't really feel trusting to open up, maybe hide certain things about themselves out of fear. Could be a bit of a slight bit of obsessing over things or obsessing over the other or obsessing over each other. That could be the shadow side of this energy. But other than that, the positive aspects of this is that you guys are very resourceful. You guys know how to, you guys been through a lot, so you know how to rise. You know how to come up from out of the ashes, and you know how to move. Passionate and determined. You guys will be very passionate about your union and be determined to work through anything, which is, I feel like, the sauce to a successful relationship. So I'm gonna pull one more from my relationships oracle deck. See what else is the energy here. Yeah, and then with the flowers as well, like this could be a connection where one of your, both of you believes like to keep that light energy, to always water and nurture your connection, maybe through like showing appreciation for one another in some way or keeping the romance going is very important. Divine intervention. So this is a connection that is tried and tested. I'm telling you, it is. It's going to be one of those ones. And I feel like the biggest thing is going to be trusting in another person and allowing yourself to just be present in a connection without fear for you and or for your person. But I definitely feel like for you, the viewer, this message is to you. Your spiritual team is going to really like have to work overtime with you, and they have been, to get you to trust the process, trust the timing of this, trust that you are deserving of love, that you can have this. Even when you come into a union with your person, is going to be, you're going to be triggered because I feel like this fear of dealing with selfish people, and is this the same thing? Am I going to be betrayed? Are they going to backstab me? You're going to work through that, and you are working through it. But I forgot to mention, so with this card, I was also getting that your person could show you, like, keep the romance going, or you one of you, whoever is the gift giver, as far as like romance, like romantic gifts or something, or like flowers specifically, like gifting flowers could be the thing that they'll do throughout the years of this connection, and just like to show their appreciation, love. That's what keeps the romance going. It's like the thoughtfulness. I thought of you. Like, that's beautiful. Like, shoot, I wouldn't mind having a whole bunch of orchids in my house. I'm just saying. It's a lot of orchids babies to take care of, but hey, okay. But yeah, no, I feel like I feel like your person and you are going to really be determined to make this connection work. And that might be what separates this connection from the others, is that no matter what happens, because Scorpio energy can be very challenging energy at times in its shadow, but it can be also very empowering as well. And you guys might connect through, you know, the desire, and be careful not to trauma bond, but the desire to help one another and to pull each other through the dark parts of yourself. And this person is not afraid of your shadows. They're not afraid of your past and what you've been through. Like, this person is no stranger to hard work, and they might have gone through a lot in their own lives. So this is someone that will be compassionate and understanding, and I feel like you two will understand each other in that way. You won't shy away from each other's shadows or criticize or demonize or judge the other for that. So that is the reading. That is your divine counterpart for pile number 1. I hope y'all enjoyed this. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2 now. And let me see. Pile number 2, you had... Hold on. Okay. No, that was pile number 4. Wait. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm doing it all wrong, job. Okay. Okay, so pile number 2, your reading is Your Beauty is So Captivating, or your card that you were drawn to was Your Beauty is So Captivating That I Forgot to Blink. All right, let's see what's going on with this connection. Before I do, disclaimer, if you guys skipped it, try to keep an open mind about who your person is, even if you think you know who your person is, just so you can, you know, be open to hear what Spirit is saying, and maybe it might, you know, be confirming. It could confirm a message for you, but just, you know, be open to what Spirit has to say, okay? Holy Spirit, divine wisdom, truth, and clarity for pile number 2. The purpose and reason of this connection. Okay, communication. So, this could be someone that you already know or know of, have a familiarity of this person already, like a good sense of who this person is maybe for some of you. But communication is going to be a very big thing between the two of you. Transparency, honesty, truth. I feel like it's the key to any relationship. For some of you, it could be someone has troubles with communicating, or there's like blockages, or this could be something that arises if you haven't met your person yet. What is the energy surrounding pile number 2 and their divine connection? First card out is 7 of Pentacles. The Lovers. You guys, I feel like I have to be careful. Ace of Pentacles. This isn't everybody, but I feel like for a good amount of you, you could already be with this person, or you already know of this person. But I'm getting there's some patience with this connection. There's a need for patience. The Lovers card, the zodiac sign is Gemini, but the planet ruling is Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication. So, naturally, with that, I feel like this person could be someone that either lives at a distance from you. I'm seeing something with pyramids too, like there's a lot of healing in this connection. 4 swords. Yeah, as soon as I said that. Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah, you are very captivating and very beautiful, or your person will think that about you. or you'll be very attracted to your person, like very, very attracted to them. But it's like an energy around this person. I'm seeing whoever a masculine energy is in the situation is going through their process of healing. There's a lot of healing that this person is needing to, I don't want to say a lot, but there's certain things that they need to lay to rest. There's a disconnect in this group. So this could be someone that you are um, feeling like you're having a hard time with getting something to ground in the physical, or something to progress that's more stable. Yeah, like something substantial between you and this person, and like might feel like a challenge. And I'm getting there's a lot of temptation with divine time, like temptation maybe to rush things, or temptation to kind of move and do something to just make something happen. And it might be out of divine time and divine order. For others of you, it's like you're very close to a harvest, like it's not that far away, although this may have been a long journey for you, for some of you, to love, or to this person, or with this person. It might seem like it has been a long process, long journey. This connection is very transmutive. Like I'm willing to bet that if you and this person were to have sex, or there's something about it that would be very healing. You might even cry. Like there's nothing funny about that. I just thought about something. I was watching, it was a video I watched a long time ago. Probably like way like 2000, I want to say like 2013. I don't want to say like even 2014, but maybe. But it was this woman, she was talking about like her experience with her and her partner, her divine counterpart or whatever. Back then, this is when like the twin flame stuff and soulmates, and like it was really popular back then. But this woman was talking about how like they had an experience, and it was like they really just was like, because some people go in with like their head on, like, okay, I gotta I gotta perform, I gotta do this, and it's like they're not fully like present in the experience. They're not fully like open energetically. It's like they're just like, they're focused on getting to that end goal too at the same time, or just so much pleasing the person that they're not experiencing the exchange, if that makes sense. So she was saying how they like went into this whole thing, and like their emotions, like all these different emotions were coming out, and like they were crying and stuff. And I feel like that's the healing, like, because two people, like, especially when you and a person are trusting of one another, like let's say all your energy points are balanced, and your another person is there, all their energy points are balanced and open and in alignment, and y'all connect, like let's say like an energy source, like a socket, a plug in a socket come together, that charge, that energy is almost a magnetism. And a lot of times in like visions that I have, I'll see like two people like together, and like in what's the right word? I'm trying to explain what I'm seeing. Like in Indian style, they're both like, legs crossed around the other and arms crossed around each other, and they're chest to chest. And that is like, to me, heart chakra, like mergence. And it's so healing, I feel. I seen a couple on Instagram, and it was like how to like bond after an argument, and one of those were a tantric hug is what they called it. So when you're having sex and you're doing the tantric hug, I feel like it's also like that energy point, like where you guys connect and you merge, and there's like this energy exchange and this healing that comes with it, versus you sleeping with somebody that it's just the lower chakras are the only thing that's at the point of focus and energy, or you're having sex with a person that's lower vibration, where it's only the lower chakras that are being utilized, and you might be of a high vibration. They're going to pull from your energy source, but they might also feel the effects of that healing, because your energies are open, your heart chakra is open, your crown chakra, like your higher chakras are open, you're free to flow and express, whereas this person might have those blockages. So I feel like with this connection, there's healing through sex. All that, I just needed to say all that to get to that. But all right, let's see. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. Reciprocity. It's a flame. It's a fire. You guys could both be fire signs. Venus fire signs. Both of you guys have like a Venus fire. Venus rising. For some of you guys, it could just be a lot of passion. Hey, Samantha. Okay. This card wanted to come out. It says redacted. So it's like you guys might not speak the same language, or your love language is different, or it's like you guys really have to work through communicating and understanding each other. You have to really understand that. How to communicate and understand each other on the inner parts. Not just seek to be understood, but seek to understand each other as well. Whoa. Okay. Manipulation. Someone might have a tendency to kind of like use their words to manipulate another person. A lot of okay. Thank you, Spirit. A lot of promises that may have been made that have not shown proof or to come to pass, or it may seem that way to one person because it's not happening fast enough. But Spirit is saying you don't want your person before you're ready and before they're ready. And I feel like whoever the masculine energy is, it's still a process of laying certain things to rest, forgiving and letting go of the past. You can only do so much to heal this person as a feminine. The Four Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And it's like you might have tried to soothe this person, help them, and they have to help themselves. You can't help them in some cases. Okay. This person has to lay something to rest. I feel like this person's been through a lot. And whoever's trying to manipulate, like try to play God and like play with time and force time, slow time down, or whatever, it's not going to work. Someone has to work through their shadows. False flame. Some of you guys think that the person I'm picking up on, I don't feel like this is... Some of you guys might have a specific person in mind, and this might resonate a little bit where this person is stringing you along. That's not your person. Your person that's for you, I feel like they're healing and they're working on themselves. So if you're dealing with someone that is just like wasting your time, you don't see no improvement in this person, they pretend like they've changed, that they're growing, but then they go back to the same thing, it's the same cycle, that's not your person. And some of you guys may have had to deal with that first. Someone that may take your sexual energy too, like just kind of just use it for their own benefit, their own gain. Okay, so you or your person could be a Taurus, and I see Sagittarius, like I was picking up fire energy. So there could be some of that, or the false energy could be the Taurus or the Sag coming in with advice and guidance. Your person is going to be a communicator, or you are the person that's going to be the communicator or coming in to give guidance. There's a very dynamic divine feminine energy. So you could be a feminine that's a Sag. But this Ace of Pentacles for some of you too, like if this Taurus energy resonates, or they could be a Venus and Taurus or something like that, or maybe a Venus and Sag, or you could be these things. This person's coming in with the gift of advice and guidance for you. So in some way, like there's healing, or someone's a healer. I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, someone could be born between April 20th through May 20th, or November 23rd or December 21st. This person is dependable. They're patient. They're someone that is very persistent. They're stable. They're grounded. But in their shadow, they could be someone that is a bit jealous and possessive, a little bit self-indulgent. Could also be an extroverted person, very high optimistic energy, very generous, very giving. But in their weakness as well, they can be a little superficial, impatient. And I was getting the energy of impatience here. And also irresponsible, or this could be one of you, one of your energies. Okay. Could be a Taurus and Sagittarius connection between two people. But I really want people to like use their discernment, because I am picking up like there's a false connection here, or someone thinks that something or someone in the past was that. You're going to have a hard time understanding this other person, because I'm getting someone communicates very clear and very transparent, where someone is used to games, used to people manipulating them, lying to them. So it's not going to be easy. You guys are, this is your divine counterpart where you guys are going to be married. Not every person wants marriage. That's not everybody's thing in lifetime. Some people don't desire that. They're okay with just having what they have, and there's nothing wrong with that. And some people might have a desire for traditional marriage. Some may have a desire for something that's more spiritual, more um it's all sacred, but some of you guys may like have your own traditions or due to your culture or your spiritual beliefs. So marriage is definitely here. I'm gonna leave it at that. Pile number two. I hope y'all resonated with this. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Yeah, this pile right here, you guys are going to have to use your discernment, because if not, you're going to continue to be caught up in a karmic loop or cycle with someone, and thinking that it's you needing to wait. So you have to discern between waiting and when you're wasting your energy or your time on something or someone that's not for you. Okay? All right. Let's keep it pushing and moving. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Why? Why is that in my head? Let's see. Pile number 3608. Okay. Your timestamp is 3608. You guys are going to master a major karmic lesson in this connection. Even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you was the card you guys chose for pile number 3. So let's get it. Okay. Let me pull my big ass oracle cards first. See what the overall energy is of this connection. So let's see. I was about to sing, is it Frankie, what's it called? What is this? False love. Oh no. Okay. So some of you guys could have had like a certain type, or your person was constantly repeating your toxicity and manipulation. And I feel like pile number 2 may resonate with you guys too as well. I'm just getting that vibe. Clear pile number 2's energy just in case, Holy Spirit. Ask for divine wisdom, divine truth for pile number 3 and who their divine counterpart is. We're only going to focus on most of the essence of your person, not so much how they look and all of that, so that it's helpful to discern who your person is by their energy. Pile number 3. Okay, years. So this is definitely a divine time thing, and you could have been on this journey to finding that person that resonates with you and your soul and your spirit, because you may have had like a specific type of people that you feel like resonated with you to a certain degree, because you guys might have had similarities or common compatibility. But your person is going to be, something about them is going to be very different and very unique, and that could be what sets them apart, is that they're nothing like the people that you've dated in the past, even though that you thought, you know, these are people that maybe of the same culture as you, same background, same social class as you, or certain looks or lifestyle or something, and your person is like completely taboo, very exotic, and compared to that life that you are used to, or the people that you're used to dating, and vice versa. Maybe for them, I feel like it would be the same for them as well. Okay, so you have the Emperor. So the masculine energy could be fairly young. You could have a lot going for you, or have a lot at such a young age. Could travel, or you're able to maybe do other things that maybe people your age haven't had the chance to do. See, be, have, whatever. Let's see. Holy Spirit. Pile number 3. Who's their divine counterpart? Ace of Swords. This connection could feel, you have the King of Wands. This connection could feel like a past life connection. You have 10 of Wands and Justice, where you feel like you've known this person. There's a lot of fiery masculine energy. Aries and Sagittarius specifically. Someone could be a Sagittarius moon, Aries or Leo sun or rising. I'm picking up that Spirit is saying like this connection is going to bring a lot of profound truths and clarity about your life. And this is whoever the masculine energy is I feel like, I don't know if for some reason I'm getting like because sometimes my readings kind of like steer towards the feminine collective more, their perspective, what they need to know. But this feels like a masculine's pile type of energy. Because this is a lot of like, I don't want to say that. I gotta abbreviate it. Wait, uh, big D energy, so BDE. So I'm getting that from this. It's very strong presence of masculine energy, especially with all this fire and this phallic symbols. So, hey, um, this connection is going to be. I feel like this feminine is like just as equally maybe operates in their masculinity more than their femininity at times, or someone that is a justice person, someone that speaks truth, someone that is about that, or this could be someone that works in activism or justice system, or just someone that is a truth speaker. And I feel like someone that is doesn't mind getting their hands dirty, doesn't, when I say that, not like doing vile things or deceptive things, but someone that doesn't mind doing the hard work in life. Like, and this could be a feminine energy that has gone through a lot. And this masculine energy I'm getting is more someone that has like more of a free spirited energy, more optimistic, more lighter energy. So this connection is like it's meant to bring an awakening of clarity and truth on each of the counterparts' path in some way. And I get again like there's this feeling like I know you, or do I know you from somewhere? You seem familiar. It's like you guys have a history or a past. Getting like Cleopatra and what was it Mark Anthony? I think that was one of her lovers. So it could be like a culture difference for some of you. I do see it could be like a more European or Caucasian masculine versus like maybe a more of an ethnic feminine energy. So it could be like an interracial connection. That could be the difference. Or just for some of you, it's class difference, cultural difference between the two of you. You're both powerful in your own right. This masculine has like some level of status, like with the Emperor and the King of Wands, or they're very influential, or there's someone that may be popular, or someone that knows a lot of people, or something like that, or they have something to lose. Like they can't gamble, they can't play around with certain things in their life. It's like they have something to lose. Like could be they are a leader, they have some type of high positioning. Something with the color red, like feminine energies favorite color might be red, or they like to wear a lot of red. And I would drop half of my cards on the floor. I'm gonna get them though, because I could see the two cards that are out, and I feel like Spirit wants me to get them. Okay. Soulmate recognition and synchronicity. Yeah. When you meet your person and then you have quality time, it's at the top of the deck. When you meet each other, it's going to be an instant recognition of some sort. Like it might not be an immediate, like, oh, that's my person. And then look, deja vu at the bottom of the deck. Like, do I know you from somewhere? This feels like deja vu. Something about this connection is like, again, you're awakening to something. Both of you guys are awakening to significant things within yourself. And I feel like you guys will see a lot of signs connected to this. 44 or 444 could be significant. Or something with fours. Twos. 22, 222. 11s, 1111, 111. Like, I'm more so getting like double digits though. Something with these two numbers connects. And I'm hearing Beyonce and Jay-Z, like they have, what is it, Ivy in common. So the fours, 44. I believe Jay-Z talks about 444 a lot, or 44, or like had a whole album, something. I don't know. It's just like slipping. And then when I seen the Deja Vu card, it made me think of Beyonce's song Deja Vu. So it's like something reminding you, or you're awakening to something connected to each other. It's like instantly, like, I know you from somewhere, or something about you, like there's something significant. Feathers could resonate with you guys as well. Again, like messengers, a message from spirit, divine messages. All right. Who is your person? Let's see. Mm, this is a divinely arranged connection. Like, I do believe some people, like culture wise, some cultures will arrange marriages based off of whatever, you know. Some people marry for money, some people marry for status, some people marry because it benefits their bloodline, their family, or something like that. So this could be a thing where you guys believe that you were to only be with a certain person, or you had to be with a certain type of person, or maybe it's an expectation, but this is a divine arranged connection. No humans, man, woman, constitution, or whatever is going to be able to dictate who you're supposed to be with. And I feel like you guys might have walked that path. Even though we're so different, I feel connected to you was your card. So this is divine, a divine orchestrated and ordained connection. There's a difference. All right, who is your person? Coming in as a partner or companion. So this is someone that's coming into your life, obviously, to be your partner and your companion. Obviously, who is this person? Pisces. Some of you, this is a Pisces, or they're coming in during a Pisces season. Rooster. Chinese zodiac of the rooster, which is, some of you guys, this could be their birth year, your birth year, or dates that are going to be significant or have been significant. So 1945, 1957, 1969, 1981, 1993, 2005, 2017, and 2029 could be significant times, dates. Like I said, this reading could be for masculine energies mainly. Pisces season, February 19th through March 20th, or these could be someone's birth dates, or someone could have Pisces in their chart somewhere, okay? So, yeah, one of you guys or both of you guys are very empathic, intuitive people. You guys could be artistic in some way, very creative. But on the shadow side, one of you or both of you can be an escapist. You know, not really ever living up to certain things or taking action. Could be a little bit secretive, a little too shy, or overly impressionable as well. And that could be the test for someone, not to be so persuaded by, you guys could live at a distance. Didn't I say that? Or was that another? I think that was pile 2 that I said that. I don't remember. I think it was pile 2. But yeah, where people can sway you or your person into making decisions that are not true for you, right? But you guys are both honest people. You're very intelligent. Okay, something with spirit. Spirit gave me something about February. So February, Pisces season, there's something significant about this. And I'm recording this in Capricorn season. So Pisces season is after Aquarius season, right? For some of you, it may be sometime later. But have faith with February. I don't want to say too much, because I don't know. This is not everybody's message. And this, you know, it's not a one size fit all. So if it's for you, it's for you. You'll know. So ego. So selfishness and ego. Some of you guys might really have to work through the difference between honoring yourself, because some people might see being like choosing what's best for you, what spirit says is best for you, is like being selfish, because you're not, maybe someone here might be used to people pleasing and what everybody wants them to do, have, be, whatever. The pressure of that and the ego of falling into alignment to what is the ego says is best, even though it's an opposite, it's an enemy to the soul. It's not, it doesn't have the best interest, because being in your soul and in your truth, sometimes it takes courage and taking a leap of faith, that possibility of, you know, failure or rejection. The ego tries to stop that. It cares about what people think. It cares about security, false security, and safety and comfort. As long as it doesn't rock the boat, doesn't shake things up. That's how the ego likes to work. The soul is all about risk taking. And when I say risk taking, not just being frivolous, but doing something against the grain and having trust and faith. That's triggering to the ego. So someone might need to battle that lower nature, fear, choosing self. So that is a reading, you guys. I hope this resonated with whomever it's meant to resonate with. Pile number 3. So that is all. All right. Much love to y'all. Be sure to like this video if you guys are enjoying this so far. If this has been helpful, if it's resonated with the collective, share it with someone you feel like it may resonate with, because, you know y'all friends' situations. They tell you stuff. So if it resonates, you feel like they need to hear it, a loved one, a family member. So pile number 4. By the way, I want y'all to know I was not planning on doing 4 piles. However, the deck that I was planning on using, I was like, okay, I'll pull these cards to see what their counterpart wants them to know. And then I opened the deck and 4 cards flew out, and Spirit was like, those are your cards to choose from. Like, okay, we're going to use them. So pile number 4, you have, I'm so grateful I met you. Are you sure you are real? So you guys may already know who your person is. You guys already met, or you know of each other. Seen each other before, connected somehow before, or you're going to. Look, some of you guys are manifesting your person to come into the natural, to finally meet your person, or to something to come together. You have manifestation, daydreams, lucid dreaming, and fantasy. Some of you guys might not even know that you're doing it. You're just maybe in your childlike energy, that pure imagination. Okay. I'm glad y'all getting y'all confirmations and revelations. You might find something in every pile, like 1 or 2 things or something. It could just be a story that comes together. That happens sometimes. It's like pile 1 is like the genesis. It's the intro. And then pile 2 is like first couple of chapters. 3rd, like the middle, the climax, and the 4 is the conclusion. I don't know. I could be wrong. What is the overall energy of this connection, or what is a major energy point and lesson of this connection? All right. Resistance. Okay. Why? Okay. Let's see. I have a feeling that when you guys meet this person, if you haven't met already, like somehow, whether it's in the physical, whether it's virtual, or just maybe in the spirit realm, like you've seen glimpses of this person in the spirit or in your dreams, or spirit has given you details. However it's like when you guys do meet or have met, it's this feeling of like relief, gratitude, like you're happy. But then there's also like a question of, is this real? It's too good to be true. Like, just imagine this. Like, let's be real. Let's say that you met your person today. Let's say you meet them. Whether it's like in the physical, like you bump into them somewhere, someone introduces y'all, or you meet virtually or something, and y'all like talking, going back and forth with each other, whatever, and it just hits you like, this is my person. And it might be certain things that are like coming to your awareness, and then it's surreal. It's like weird, right? Because maybe you have an idea about how it should have gone, how it should be, who it should be, what it should look like, how it's supposed to go down, or maybe planned it, oh, this is not going to happen until I'm like well into this age, or this has to happen in my life first. But it doesn't happen that way. You will kind of be a little freaked out. So there could be some resistance here on both parties' energies. Holy Spirit, you and your person could be highly evolved within yourself, when it comes to love and relationships, and when it comes to your journey and your understanding of yourself and your journey, or just understanding of love and relationships. Miss Foxy, I don't want you on my bed, and I can't get her. I can't get up and get her out my bed. Jesus. I have to get this heifer out of my bed. I don't want her fur in my bed. I just don't. I just don't. I love my fur family. I love them. But I don't want y'all in my bed though. I just don't. All right, let's see. Come on, cards. Come on. We ain't got all day. Holy Spirit, what is pile number 4 is divine connection. Who is okay, thank you. 7 of swords. Yeah. It's like the devil. Oh, I see. I see. Page of wands. Page of cups. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I see the message. I'm getting it. Not stay on the bed. 5 of wands at the bottom. And what is this? This is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So some of you guys have dealt with a lot of betrayal and deception and lies. Maybe with friends and family first and foremost. And you guys have been in toxic relationships. You guys maybe have been a toxic partner or just equally toxic with a partner in your past or with people. Like a lot of ego, a lot of power plays and trips, a lot of just sex and just frivolousness. Maybe you guys were in your youth, but both of you guys, what I got from the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups is like you guys have this very pure energy about you. You guys have a pure heart. You guys may see the best in people. You're like a people person. You are someone that's big on your loved ones, like your family, your friends, your lovers. Like you're a lover of people and just, you know, even animals and stuff like that too, of course. But I'm getting like when it comes to people in your life, you give them the big, like very big of big, oh my God, very big benefits of the doubt when it comes to the people in your life. It's like you want to see the best in them. One of you guys could be, you guys operate in your femininity a lot. So even if you or your person are the male or the masculine energy, because the Page of Wands is a girl, but she's a Wands character. So that's masculine energy. Page of Cups is a feminine, but Cups is feminine energy. Queen of Pentacles, feminine energy. So both of you guys could be in a more receptive, flowing energy, very loving, very nurturing. So you're used to that. You're used to nurturing, supporting your loved ones and being there and showing up, being loyal, dependable. But that may have not always been reciprocated to you. And you guys are a little bit scarred by this, where you don't trust. So when this comes in, you may like project onto this person or project onto the whole situation and think that it's something that's setting you up, or it's like fake, or it's foolery, or oh, maybe I'm just obsessed, or I'm just delusional. And of course, I always want to say use your discernment. Like there's nothing wrong with checking yourself and making sure, like, am I tripping? Am I doing too much? Am I saying this correctly or accurately? God, help. Where you at? Let me phone home. I want to make sure that I'm seeing this correctly. There's nothing wrong with that. That's healthy. That's a healthy assessment. You don't want to just go into things and be like, oh yeah, that's my twin flame. Because you'll end up like that lady that thought John, what's his name? Ryan Gosling was her twin flame and was like threatening his family and harassing them and, you know, crazy shit. Like you don't want to be, you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. Like definitely not. But because there are elements here of destructive behavior with the devil card, but I feel like it's things that have not been resolved yet within the self, and it could be adolescent, like when you were at your purest state where maybe you loved for the first time, or you trusted someone, or you trusted people in your youth and they backstabbed you. So as an adult, you kind of may have walked around with a little bit of this complex or resistance to true love and really trusting people. So it's like you might walk around like with your back turned, like, okay, who's trying to come at me? Who's trying to get me? You know, it's like you're walking in a dark alley and you don't know if somebody's gonna like come out and like try to like attack you. So it's like you walk with this looking over your shoulder, but at the same time you still invest, like whether you know it or not. You could be doing it subconsciously with the Queen of Pentacles, where you're still, or one of you still is invested in that desire in your heart. It never left you. Then you have, I don't know, this looks like a compass in her hand or some type of geometric shape in this orb that she's carrying. So it's like that compass is still guiding you. Okay. Some of you guys may like feel competitive energy around love, or feel like you're not going to be chosen, or you're not going to be picked, or why me, or why would this person want me, or yeah, false flame, because you dealt with false connections. Someone could be entertaining multiple, yeah, masculine energy could be entertaining some false connections, this five of wands. And then there's the real connection at the bottom of the deck, yep, two of cups, the five of wands, and beneath that is the five of swords. So yeah, there could be a masculine that needs to walk away from a karmic energy, a counterfeit connection. Whoa, tiger. Some of you guys could be the zodiac sign of the tiger. I'm going to pull until I get the zodiac astrological, because that's the Chinese zodiac. But these dates can also be resonate with you. Could be timelines, could be something significant or future dates. But let's see. Coming in with advice and guidance. So someone maybe that's born in the year of the tiger could be coming in to give you or your person guidance or advice about this situation or your love life in general. So you have 1938, 1950, 1962, 1986, 1998, 2010, and 2022 could be significant dates, or someone's year of birth, but someone's going to come in to advise and give guidance and counsel. And I feel like you both have to break free of your own fears, your own insecurities, your own doubts, because you guys could be mirroring each other. You guys, this could be a block in your connection. Resistance is here. Resisting this due to fear, due to past hurt. Let's see. It's the energy surrounding Pana before is divine connection, divine counterpart. Yep. Ooh, look at that. Red string of fate. Oh my gosh. So, I feel like if this hasn't happened already, like when you meet your person, if you haven't met them, you haven't talked to them, I don't know, whatever. There's going to be something that's like, look, fate was at the bottom of the deck, but it was in reverse. So something hasn't played out yet. It hasn't happened. The pieces of the puzzle, this is in reverse, hasn't come together yet. Yeah, unfinished business. Some of you guys are almost done with dealing with something. And the fact that her hair is incomplete, it has not been painted yet, tells me it's something with your mindset that has not been worked through yet. As whoever the divine feminine is, and maybe even the masculine, but specifically because I feel like feminines, y'all watch this more than men do, or masculine. More so men. Some of them don't watch stuff like this. Small few of y'all be watching it, but mostly women. And even masculine identified women, you guys are more prone to watch these type of videos. So I feel like this is talking to you, whether you are a masculine identified woman or you are more feminine identified. There's something with your mindset that has not fully been cleansed, dealt with. Okay. You guys gotta cleanse the mind. You really do. Like, ask spirit to deprogram and cleanse your mind of all of that gunk and the lies, the false belief systems, these false imaginations and things that you fed into that were not healthy for you, that don't speak life into your truth, your path, your purpose, your mindset surrounding love, and ask God to give you the strength to handle this new mindset and understanding and discernment of the things that you're going to experience, because sometimes we'll ask God to level us up, or spirit, like, oh, I want more knowledge, I want more wisdom, I want more discernment, my gifts, I want to have my spiritual sight open, but then you can't handle it because you feel like you're going crazy. And that's why I say some people, when they get into spirituality, they go into psychosis, a heavy psychosis, like almost like schizophrenic manic episodes, because you're not a grounded individual, and you're tapping into high levels of information, or you're tapping into spiritual tools, and you're playing with demons and talking to angels, God, and spirits and ancestors and all this stuff, and you're not grounded, you're gonna go stir crazy. You're not gonna be able to handle it. So just pray for wisdom and discernment, and that you're able, because with the divine connection, it's supernatural. It's going to be more spiritual based than it is all about the physical. You're going to have to learn how to use your spiritual muscle and your divine discernment, and have a sober mind when going into this, because it's going to be a lot of things that may not make sense to you, spirit, like on a physical level, on a logical level. And you want to make sure that you're not, being deceived, or being led astray, or getting into a place of paranoia and delusion. You know what I mean? And if you're getting counsel and guidance from people, make sure that these people are sound in what they're giving you, and that you're able to discern, okay, this is for me or it's not for me, or this person is leading me astray. Like, I've had people come at me talking about, oh, well, some other reader told me this person was my twin flame and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sis, like, and I don't like telling people someone is or they're not their person, because I don't feel like we could truly ever really be able to tell another outside being. Maybe we might be able to confirm it in some way, but it should be something that you and God already discuss, and and it's not something that you want to believe in because you want it so bad, or you're just caught up in, oh, well, I'm caught up in these signs and synchronicities, or this is the list of twin flame experiences, and you go off of that. Because I talked about this, like almost everything on that list with multiple people, but there's always going to be something that separates your true person from those experiences. And I do believe everything happens for a reason, but you want to use your discernment and make sure that you're not leading yourself astray just because you want something so badly. You don't want to be like in a Ryan Gosling situation where you getting a restraining order on you. Because you just like, okay, well, this person told me my ex was my twin flame, and he getting a restraining order on you because he married and, then moved on or something. And this person has told you multiple times, like, they're not interested, or, they moved on or whatever. And you're just stuck on that. You don't want to be that person, or someone that not interested ever at all, and you're just in limerence and delusion, and you're like projecting that onto this person. What good is that going to do? It's going to stop you from moving towards the direction that you're supposed to be in, and who you're ultimately supposed to be with. And some people just, I really truly believe, like, use that twin flame stuff to be manipulative, and to like be a demon in some people's life. Like, some people just, you got to be careful of trickster spirits and counterfeits. And I've heard like people say like, oh yeah, he told me that we're twin flames, or that we have a soul connection and blah blah blah, but he doing the opposite. That's game, and that's like spiritual. That's like those hotep dudes that are into spirituality and they use it to manipulate women and stuff. Like, you got to be like really wise out here. I'm just saying, you really do. You really do, for your best interests, for your health and your wellness. You really do. And it might sting to know that, or to feel that, because we've all been there. Like, it's just really about moving in the direction that's of your highest good and highest will. And just, if you really want the truth, be open to the truth, whatever it may be. But you have optimism, follow your heart. It's almost like God, the universe, wants this to happen more than you, because you're not trying to force it, you're not trying to make it happen, you're not trying to look for signs, and you're not trying to put everything together. Like, it will pursue you. This is what I'm saying. Like, it will pursue you. And granted, you'll have signs and synchronicities, as, maybe a heads up to things, or hands up about people that maybe you need to watch out for, or to get better discernment. That's why I always say, like, when you see a sign or synchronicity, or when you have a dream, or you hear something, make sure you always take it to source God to confirm it for you, or to give you further revelation about what it means, rather than saying, oh, I saw Johnny Rocket's name, so that means we're meant to be together. And like, no, that doesn't mean that necessarily, unless that's what the revelation comes to. But discern it first. Take it to spirit. What is this? It's on the street. It's a box. It looks all pretty and shit. And it's like, ooh, it's okay. But you got to discern it first, right? You're not just going to willingly accept something. You're like, what is this? And I know I'm losing people, but hey, you either want to get free or you want to stay in delusion, if that's your case. or just learn how to be more discerning. It's up to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Oh, you guys are twin flames and you guys are meant to be. I'm not doing that to you. I'm not doing that. The fuck do I look like? I'm not doing that. Just, I can't. Not doing that. And then granted, like, there's multiple people that are gonna watch this, so not every single person is gonna resonate with this reading to the T. You guys are all unique. You guys don't understand that. You guys are not robots being marketed out in a machine, and you guys all walk the same path, and it's the same story. And nah, like, you guys are all unique. You have your own timeline. You have your own thing. So the person that's for you, whether it's the person on your mind or not, whoever the person is, period, Spirit is going to show you, reveal things to you. And like I said, it's going to feel like it won't leave you. Like, you be like, I'm leaving this alone. I'm focusing on myself. I don't want to focus on love, or I'm not thinking about this person. But it's like it will constantly be something that reminds you. And again, discern it. But I want to say this, like, it's almost like everything in the universe is conspiring to make it happen. And you don't have to do anything really. All you have to do is just cooperate with the divine, co-create, or follow your divine instincts and guidance and do what you're led to do. You don't have to force or make anything happen. You're following, because that's how you know it's something that is already unfolding and manifesting, because it's going to just align. It's just going to happen in the most miraculous way. And what I wanted to say, because I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all. I always feel like the pile 4 or 3, but if I do pile 4s, they're always the most detailed. They always have like the most information that wants to come out. But the connection with the red string of fate, like when you guys might talk, it might be something that you guys discover that connects you. Okay, I'm gonna use this as an example, like a true example. I was reading this, like, I think it was like an article or something. And because I was looking up the red string of fate, I wanted to see like real evidence of how this shit really works. I don't want to hear about myths and like twin flame. Oh, no, I don't want to hear that. I want to see real results, real testimonies. So I came across this article, and it was like different stories of people that they met their partner in weird ways, or they discovered that they went to the same school, or they were like in a background or a picture or something, or they might have been at the same place at the same time, or they just left, like something where it was just like it was always trying to set you up, but it just wasn't the time yet. So when you go back, it's like, oh shit, you were there too? Oh my God, I was there too. Or it's like something that it's like you're going to go back and be like, what the hell? Like, what? Like, and one of those pictures was, it was like a picture of like a little girl and a little boy. One was at the beach, and the little boy, it was him running in the background of her picture. Like, it was a picture of her as a little girl at the beach, and this little boy ran past the picture in the background. That was him. And it was like two kids that were, I guess, friends in preschool or something, and then they met later on as adults and found out that they were those two, like stuff like that. Or like, again, like I said, oh, you were there? I was there too, like the same date and everything. Or this happened to me on this date. Really? That happened to me too? Like something that's going to be like, what the fuck is this? Or it's like, it was something always like, it seems like it was always something trying to match you or something. It was like weird. Like, that's that type of thing, and it's going to probably freak you out, or maybe it already happened. Maybe you guys already had this, but your communication, like when you guys talk, and for some of you, you're going to recognize your person by their voice. Have y'all ever had that? It's weird. Not that I've like recognized people like romantically by their voice, but like people that like I would listen to, let's say like on a platonic level, like soul tribe shit. And you'll hear a person's voice and you're like, oh my God, that sounds familiar. Or their voice sounds very familiar. There's something about it that's like, so it might be that too. It's like that. But someone has to deal with their shadow still. Their ego could be both of you, like something about it. And like I said, whoever the feminine is, there might be something unfinished when it comes to your mindset. And you might be in the process of clearing and renewing your mind. But who's to say like this needs to be filled out? What if this is like, this needs to be washed out? That one blotch right there. So yeah, you guys are going to see things that it's almost like spirit is spirit is chasing you with it. Like, nah, this is fated. This is going to happen. And no matter what you try to do, you try to escape it, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Okay? You can't escape this. Like, this is ordained. This is what's meant to happen. And I feel it's going to feel surreal. And that's how you know it's supernatural. It's not something that you're just like trying to make happen and it seems like it because this is the thing too. Like when you're a hopeless, I'm not going to call it hopeless. I'm going to call it hopeful romantic. When you're a hopeful romantic, everything is beautiful. Every person you meet that you feel something with, it's like you project that energy onto them and you want to have this magical experience. But when it's the right person, you don't have to do nothing. You ain't got to project shit. It just, it's like, what is this? Like, what? It's outside of your realm of understanding. It's not like this toxic energy where you're obsessed and you want to control and manipulate. And I'll say, like, how you know that this is a divine connection is because you care about the person's well-being regardless of what the outcome is. You care about how God sees this connection. You care about the timing of it. You may want it now, you may want to slow it down, but you respect divine time. And I will say, like, how you know that this, one of the ways I feel like we can identify a divine connection is that we know that we can't move without divine order, God, source. We can't. We know that. We're not trying to seek to make it happen in our own will and our own time and forcing it and not caring about the other person's boundaries, not caring about another person's free will. It's just like, oh, I want them. I don't care. They're my person. I'm going to stalk them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to harass them. I'm going to do this. That's not a God-driven connection. That's some other shit. That's not God-driven. That's demonic, actually. You don't love that person. You just want to possess them. Or they don't love you. They just want to possess you. When it's divine, you don't have to force anything. All you got to do is show up. Yeah, do you have to take action? Yeah, but it's all divine driven. But if you try to do everything on your own time, your own will, you try to force it and you're constantly trying to convince yourself and trying to convince every man or woman like that's my person, stay away, or you're trying to convince them you're my twin flame, you're my person, and then that's not God. That's your ego. That's lower nature. That's you trying to play God. That is you. You're not in the right space. That's not divine. Or if somebody's doing that to you, that's not divine. It's two people that come into agreement with each other. You come into agreement with each other. It's a connection that is, it's going to be supernatural. Y'all talk about divine connections, but like I said in another video, look up that word divine. Just because this person tickles a fancy in your fantasies and you feel some connection and oh, I can't stop thinking about them, and when you don't walk with no discernment, you just walk with your head screwed off, you're in your Pisces energy a little too much, got to pull out of that a little bit, ground thyself. And there's the opposite where it's like, no, it's not for me, I don't want it, and you just try to self-sabotage it so much, and you talk, and it hurts to hear it because I used to do this a lot. Oh, maybe it's not meant for me to have anybody. Maybe I'm just meant to help people. Woe is me. And you talk down on it. Oh, this stuff is just delusion. And you guys, all you care about is love. Can we talk about something else? Because you're bitter. There's nothing wrong with love when it's the right love. Our problem is we've been in false relationships and sometimes we even let ourselves astray and put ourselves in connections that were never meant in the first place. And we get upset with God. We get upset with ourselves. We get upset with that person. But if God never confirmed it, if it was never divine in the first place, and you led your own self there to that, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You can't. You cannot be mad at anybody but yourself. Like, yeah, if the person played you and that they did something to hurt you or mislead you or deceive you, then yeah, you can be mad, but at some point, when do you let it go so that you could free yourself and that you're free to be back on track on the path within yourself and open to finding that love? When does it get to that point where you say, okay, I'm not going to blame anybody, I'm just going to take accountability and I want the best for my life. So I know that I have to show up for the best. I can't just cry about it. I can't blame every person. You're keeping yourself in this loop. I don't think people understand that when you hold bitterness in your heart, you're hurting and harming your own soul and your own spirit by doing that. Other people are probably sleeping at night, probably moved on with their life. Why are you still crying over that? You're still hurting over it. You're not allowing yourself to live. You're hurting yourself. And holding on to a false connection is only going to delay your process even further, because you can't beat someone into submission, into being the one, or force God's hand and say, this is my person. It has to be them. If that's not what God wants for you, you're selling yourself short, because you have a connection that's far more better than what you can even imagine by you holding on to something that you got to force, that you got to go back and forth with, wait until they get off the horse with another woman or another man, and until they see you, only if they just see you or just get it. It shouldn't be all of that. Your person is going to see you and you're going to see them, and it just goes. It might take some time. It might be a process that's too fast or too slow to your liking, but it's all in divine time and divine order, and it's perfect. It's perfect. Because it's God's time. It's above your own physical comprehension and your own human rational mind. It's supernatural. It goes beyond that. It's intricate. All the pieces. Like, God can see the above and below and the side and the end and the beginning. Fast forward everything. You're not God. Are you an element of God? Are you an aspect of God? Are you a connection of God, an extension of Source God? Yes, but you are not God. You didn't create me. I didn't create you. I don't know the beginning and the end of your life. I don't know all of that. So relax, be human at the same time, but still be connected in your spiritual self, to where you're in tune with what's going on within you, what's going on around you, and build a relationship with God. Because I'll tell y'all this, Source God, not a religious God, but the creator of all things. Build a relationship, or a stronger relationship, in your singleness. Because when you get into a union with your person, if you don't have that connection with God, you're not going to have a successful relationship, because you guys are governed by your flesh. You guys are subject to do all kind of stuff. And if you don't have that discernment of what's going on, what are we doing? How are we moving? How do I show up better in this connection? How do I love this person? How to have patience? How to compromise? What are we supposed to be doing? How do we raise our children? If you're just going in with this craziness and it's not in order, and when I say order, meaning it's not in a flow and alignment vibrationally, and you're not equally on the same vibrational alignment with each other, it's not going to be a healthy connection. If you look back at all of your other connections where you try to navigate it through your own human mind, and, oh, if I just, ride him a little bit better, he won't go nowhere. If I give him some, good, head game, he's not going to go anywhere. Or if I just show him how dedicated I am and how available I am, or if I just make myself more prettier, if I lose weight, if my weight snatch, and I do this and I do this to my hair, and, oh, I show them I'm better than these women, and that doesn't get you nowhere. For a second, it might be like, oh, they, like, they're they get high off of that temporary aspect of it. They might appreciate the fact that you got your body done for a second, but then they're going to move on to something else, and they might sleep with somebody that's smaller than you or thicker than you, and then you're like, oh, because you're focused on the wrong shit, the wrong thing. It's not about that. And like I said last night, y'all can give the best head, you could be the best cook, you can whip it up in the kitchen, but that's okay. That's like, okay, that's a plus to someone, but then there's someone else that has other things that will also spark their interest. And if they're a no good man, I'm going to speak for, women dealing with men or whatever, they're a no good man, they're not going to value anything. They're just going to move on to the next. Y'all all can be 4 or 5 women that they're messing with, could be a part of the good head game committee, and y'all just on a dick sucking spree, but he's having his pick. He's enjoying it. All of this different variety that he has. If a man values you, they're going to value outside of all of those things, because it's just you. They just value you. knowing that, yeah, they probably could go out and maybe find someone that has a snatch waist better than you, or someone that may be shaped better than you, or maybe what society says is more prettier than you, or you might not be the best cook and he could probably find someone that is a better cook, probably went to culinary school, can hook anything up that he has, but he only wants you, doesn't care about anything else on the outside of that. But when you're dealing with someone that does not value you, nothing you do is going to be good enough. It's never going to be good enough. Never. It's never going to be good enough. Never. The person that's for you, you don't have to do all of that. You are enough, and you always will be enough. You were from the beginning and you will be in the end. You are enough. You don't have to do anything to convince someone that you're their person and they're your soulmate or your twin flame. You can write 1,000 messages telling this person how much you love them, how much you want to be with them. If it's not you, it ain't you. And if it's not you, then that means it's not them either. And therefore, your person is still out there. It's okay. It's okay. It's really okay. I promise. I promise. It's okay. It really is. I'm going to pull one more card. I'm sorry. Pile number 4. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm saying all of this. If you got this far in the video or you chose pile 4, it's because you're very close to that. It's so close. And you could have your person, like, you could have met your person and all of that. Like, very well could be. But I'm just letting you know, you don't gotta do too much. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to happen. If it's God, it's gonna come to pass. You don't have to do too much. That I promise. It might take some time. It might happen faster than you expect. Or you might think like, oh my God, I need to slow this down. This is happening too fast, too quick. We can't do this right now. I'm not ready. But, sleep well, Sam. Much love, sis. Yeah. It might be some, it's not to say that it won't be some challenges or some ups and downs, but one thing that separates is like you guys both know, you guys both feel the connection, and there will be where you guys honor the connection. You can't force someone to love you or show up for you. You cannot do that. Not even the person that's for you. And it don't take a ninja that long. Look, it don't take a ninja that long to know who they want and what they want. It don't take that long. I'm telling you, it does not. So if a man is like just stringing you along and stuff, and oh, he just doesn't know, he doesn't get it, he doesn't see it, girl, stop. They know. Might hurt to hear that, and a man will like, a selfish man at least, they'll waste their time with someone they know that they're not going to end up being with, or they're never going to not even make their girlfriend. Like, there's some people that don't even reach that point. They'll know that from the beginning whether or not they want to invest in you. They know that. But if you're okay with them not investing in you and they're just a no good person and they just take, they're going to be okay, and they'll take from you as long as you allow them to. You're not going to be able to convince anyone to be with you. You can't do that. You being your authentic self is enough. And if this person is not certain of you already, they don't feel that with you already, then it's not your person. It's not your person. Y'all can get mad at me all you want. I'm just trying to help out. From one sister to another, or brother, whatever. It doesn't take all of that. And y'all be like, if for the men, y'all be running after like women that either don't want you, because y'all like to lust over women. Y'all get all glowy eyed over every pretty face, and y'all don't discern nothing. Y'all just be like, oh, I want to be like, y'all don't think too far into things. Y'all don't think too deep. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think too deep into things. And some, if you're a self-aware man, like, you'll know, like, whether someone is valuable of your time, and someone that you know that you can build with, someone that you know is your counterpart, that is whoever, right? And you know when you come across someone that's just there for a good time or someone that is just to play with. Men know this. They do. And for those men that walk around with their heart on their sleeve and every pretty face is the one, and oh, cause she's so beautiful, and oh, she got this going for her and stuff, but she ain't giving nothing to the connection. There's nothing to build upon. There's nothing there but superficial things. There's no spiritual connection. You're just in lust with her. You're going to keep meeting the same fate. You're going to keep running into that. Or you constantly, lusting and wanting women that you're not even ready for. I hate to say this, but a lot of men, y'all be wanting women that y'all not even ready to handle. Like, I know, like, spiritual women, divine feminine, the big ass card thinks is divine feminine energy looks good. It looks juicy. It's beautiful. Especially when you're a broken man, like broken men, wounded men. There's a lot of y'all out here. You guys are enamored by the whole thing of it, and you guys can slowly turn into energy vampires if you're not careful, because you get high off of the energy healing and the power and the energy of a divine feminine. But if you're not ready and you're not in that within yourself, you're just going to take from a woman. You're just going to take. That's why I don't get all hyped up when men be, oh, I don't like, that doesn't do nothing, because I know, like, if we get to the nitty gritty of the real deep heavy stuff, you ain't gonna be able to hang, and you're gonna be all scared and gonna run off and make excuses and think I'm putting spells on you and all kind of dumb. Like, men are like, y'all need help. Some of y'all need help. For real, y'all need help. And I say this out of love. Y'all need some help. Y'all need a hug from yourself. Damn it, hug your damn self. Just tell yourself you love you. I need y'all to do that, because I don't want women out here like, y'all are not supposed to be. I know they be, oh, you gotta speak life into your man and build him. That's because that man is already in a space to receive that. But if you're dealing with a man that's in a space where he's emotionally broke, he just gonna keep taking from your energy bank, and you ain't gonna have shit left. You don't have nothing left with that type of man. And he's going to hate you and resent you when you're evolving past him, because he ain't evolving. He's not trying to evolve. He doesn't want to level up. He's going to hate you, resent you, be jealous of you, try to tell you. You don't need that. You don't need that. You want somebody that is capable and is willing to show up for you. And I say this to men that feel intimidated by women sometimes, or a woman that may be at a certain place that you haven't reached within yourself. You can learn from her. There's nothing wrong with learning from a woman and taking that lesson and applying it to yourself and being inspired by that. There's things that she may not know that you know. Y'all are supposed to edify each other. Why is it a competition between lovers? Like, how? That's not healthy. Oh, let me flex on my partner. Let me show off. Let me do this and let me tear them down. Like, where do we get that stuff from? It's disgusting. Even like amongst friends and family, like the competitions with friends and girlfriends, like, it's just sick. Where does that stuff come from? Wounded people, broken people, people that hate themselves ultimately and feel better and feel good when they're able to stomp all over everybody, take from everybody because it feels good, and they feel a false sense of empowerment by doing that. That's weak shit. It's not a leader. That's not a king. That's not a queen energy. It's weak. And pop out that cootie pop, okay? You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't exist in this realm. You would not. I don't know who y'all think y'all are. With that, treating women like dirt and getting off to that, the Kevin Samuels doctrine, the sick doctrine, Andrew Tate doctrine. Like, y'all need help. For real. Y'all need some healing. Extensive healing. You have a lot of trauma in that area. And you hate the divine feminine, you hate yourself. There's no other way around it. You hate yourself. So if you're not ready for to be truly loved and to be in a space of receptivity and a connection, because like two people that are in their element, like balance within their being or balancing out their being. It's powerful energy in that. It's very powerful. Toxic relationships and all of that, like, oh, I'd rather play pretend because, oh, I've been with this person for 5 years. Let me pretend that we're happy or we have kids, or I want to look good on social media. I don't want to look like I ain't got nobody, or, oh, this person, he, at least my bills are paid, or I have a house, or he's taking care of me, or, oh, because she's beautiful and she looks like this. And like, you're never like, you can't evolve past that, and your partner is an extension of you. Your partner is a reflection of you. Who you choose to consummate yourself with is a reflection of your own being. Every time you lay down with that person, and in your heart and your spirit and your mind and your soul, you know that that person is not meant for you, and you lay down with them, you're lying to yourself every time. You're lying, and your soul is slowly, like, just depleting and just dying and like hurt because you keep feeding this false connection. You want to believe that, okay, if I just stay, if I just put up with this, and you're suffering until you can't take it no more, or something happens to just push you out of that connection, or they leave you, or whatever, or you just decide that you're just tired of playing the game. And then, God forbid, you have a child with that person, and it makes it even worse that you can't leave. Or God forbid, you get married to that person, and it's like, now you got to break the union of, that contract of marriage, because you signed that. You made a vow with your own mouth that this is who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Now you're having to void that contract out because you did not marry the right person. You did not wait for that confirmation from source. You didn't get that. You just went into it, oh, I'm in love. Oh, we're just so in love. No, probably y'all just got good sex, and at best probably semi get along at times, but y'all really ain't got nothing else going on with y'all other than that. It's probably nothing else with that. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, I really don't like this heifer. I really don't like this man. Like, what? Why am I with him? Why am I with her? I can't stand her. But you stay. You stay. Because it's easier, right? It's easy to stay. But to avoid all that, divine timing. It's all about divine time. God time is perfect time. Whether it's a time where you think it's too fast and you feel like you ain't ready, or it's a time where it's going to happen maybe slower than you would like it to, but it's perfect, and you'll understand it when it comes to pass why you were in that period, why it happened the way that it did. It just will make sense to you. And don't resist what's true and what's meant for you. Don't resist it. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are close. Some type of breakthrough. If not meeting your person, then coming together, or some type of breakthrough. For those of you that this is meant for. Anyway, like, all of this it's really like, because you're that close. I really believe that. And I feel that. Yeah. Continue to work on your mindset. Cleanse your energy. Cleanse your mind. Work on deprogramming the negative thought patterns and thinking surrounding your love life, yourself. Because it's coming. It is. It's coming together, or it is coming, period. And I hope I didn't do too much with y'all, but it just comes out, and it's like, okay, I understand. And this all comes from love. I know my delivery could be a little bit spicy sometimes, and a little too much at times to take in, maybe at once. But yeah, y'all deserve to be loved in the most pure, open, and authentic way. We be selling ourselves short out here. We be like trying to like convince people and get them to take us out on dates, and you feel like you gotta coerce somebody, and you gotta chase, and you gotta buy their love and affection, whether it's through your body, whether it's through your money, through your resources, or just doing the most. And you gotta compete with women in order to show that you're the one. When it's the right person, you'll be like, dang, I don't gotta do all of that. It's refreshing. Like, it will be refreshing. You'll just be like, what? I was doing all this. I was crying over calling Tyrone. Like, I was over here crying over this person. Whole time, this person that's for me, I don't have to do all of that. They just show up. It's strange. We just vibe. We just connect. They don't shut my feelings and emotions down. They don't ghost me when I tell them how I feel. They don't play mind games with me. They don't try to make me jealous with other women or cheat on me with other women. They're not lying. They're not making excuses. Like, this is someone I can actually show up with. This person is not, mentally, emotionally, physically abusing me. They take their time. Because it's funny. You'll get love bombed in the beginning with like false connections. Like, you'll notice they'll love bomb you. You're the most beautiful thing in the world to them. They want to be with you. They can't wait to see you. They want to get married all immediately. They want to have kids. They want to do this. And then the first second that you do something they don't like, or you decide that this is not going to work out, or they're not the person for you, or it could be someone that just is a stranger to you and they're showing you interest, like the man on the street that's like, well, F you anyway, B. You ain't that fine anyway, right? Like, you ain't that cute, after he was just hollering, talking about, oh, how beautiful you were. So, like, when you're being love bombed by a person, they'll show you immediately through their actions that when you don't comply, and this is usually a narcissistic thing, like when you don't comply with them, then you're the enemy. Then they've decided to attack you. Then they've decided, I'm going to tear you down. Then they've decided that they're going to break you down in every inch of the word. So the difference between a healthy connection is that even when you guys have your differences, rather than seeking to destroy each other or one of the other, you'll seek to work through those things. A person that genuinely loves you, that could be friends, family, they'll seek to, and sometimes people don't really know how to handle confrontation, but there's a willingness to work through it. There's a willingness to want to show up, and that's how couples learn each other's love language. That's how they build together, is navigating through their challenges, like what to work through, what to work on. But that willingness has to be there in both parties. It's a willingness to want to make it work. There's a perseverance behind it. It's never going to be one person always constantly trying to make it happen. Even if there is some stumbling blocks, or maybe your person is not the best communicator, but they'll tell you that, like, I'm not the best communicator, but like, and you'll talk it out. You'll work this thing out to where you guys build your communication better. That's what a true connection is. Even with a friendship, like, hey, y'all might bump heads. Y'all talk about it. Family, you talk it out. That's how healthy connections should be, is you guys are able to express and communicate and work through your issues together. That's how you build a stronger foundation. It doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. It's the willingness. People are only together in happy and healthy connections because they've worked through their trials and tribulations together. They didn't give up. And if they didn't love each other, they wouldn't be there. Some people just thug it out and stick it out because they feel like they have to, and that's why their connection is not growing. It's not healthy. They're bored. They can't stand each other. They look unhappy. They're cheating on each other, or they don't spend time together. The kids are like just a mess. And because there's no healthy, like, there's no foundation, there's no healthy unit. So that's the difference. The willingness of a person, because when a person wants to show up, they're going to show up. Just like a person, you want your money, you're going to show up to work. You might be tired, you may not want to get out of bed, you might hit snooze a couple of times, but you're going to make sure you get your ass to work, and you're in the office or wherever, or you sign on, you log on, or you got to be somewhere, and you really hate it. You don't want to take this flight, but you got to get to that place. You're going to do it. It's something in a human that knows that, like, if this is important to me, I have to do it. I have to show up. I want to show. Ultimately, you want to show up. You want your money, right? You're going to go to work. You may hate taking flights, but you want to go on that vacation, or you want to take that trip. You're going to get up and you're going to go on that plane. As much as you resent it, the want, the willingness, and the desire is what's going to propel a person to take action. When a person doesn't want something, they ain't going to do it. Trust and believe that. They're not going to do it. Just like, the spirit of procrastination, or just being in that place of procrastination with things, you might be like, I really want to, but I don't feel like it, and I can't get up, and blah, blah, blah. But at some point, it snaps, and you're like, no, I'm going to do this, because you want to. You want to. You want to. So I'm going to leave it at that. Much love as always. Be blessed, y'all. Take care. Peace.